Bonjour tout le monde. So this is a continuation of communication progressive du français. If you check my channel, you can already study the first chapter, demander des articles. Second part of the first chapter à la poste. You can, I believe, check the parler des quantités. You have two parts in this chapter. And demander le prix. Demander le prix, chapter 3, le chapitre 3. Dans une papeterie, so, je vais agrandir. Dans une papeterie. La vendeuse, this is a saleswoman, it's feminine in French. Et le client, the client, and it's masculine. Bonjour monsieur, je peux vous renseigner? Oui, je voudrais voir les stylos à plumes, s'il vous plaît. Oui, vous voulez mettre combien? Je ne sais pas, 40, 50 euros, ça dépend. Alors regardez ici. Ah, ce stylo est très joli. Il fait combien? 75 euros, monsieur. Et vous pouvez me dire le prix de ce stylo noir? Bien sûr. Il fait 32 euros. Et ce stylo bleu là? Tous ces stylos sont à 47 euros. Alors je vais prendre le bleu. C'est pour offrir? Oui, s'il vous plaît. So, hello sir. Je peux vous renseigner. Renseigner is to inform, to give some information. So it's basically like, can you inform? You're not gonna say that in English. So can I inform you? Can I help you? Yes, I would like. Je voudrais. I would like to see, voir, the fountain pens. A fountain pen, to some of the guys, you can add a cartridge inside, blue, black, whatever color you want, please. Okay, so I would like to see the fountain pens, please. Yes? So this expression is pretty weird. Vous voulez mettre combien? It's like you want to put how much? Of course, I'm not going to say that in English. That's why I kill myself repeating the same over and over again. Be careful, beware of the literal translation. So it's like, how much would you like to spend? There's like this kind of idea with people who have the right training in sales. They don't want to use the word to spend in French. To spend is dépenser. Okay, dépenser. Let me see if I can open TextEdit. Okay, so this is for someone. So dépenser is to spend money. So we don't want to use this, okay? We want just to say to put. How much would you like to put on the table? Okay, how much would you like to spend? This is a meaning. Okay, but to put here, mettre. I don't know, je ne sais pas. 40, 50 euros, it depends. Je ne sais pas. 40, 50 euros, ça dépend. So I don't know, 40, 50 euros, it depends. Alors, regardez ici. So, look over here. Or look here. Or take a look here. Or take a look at this pen on this left, on the right. This is a meaning. Ah, ce stylo est très joli, il fait combien? Ah, this pen is very beautiful, it's very pretty. How much is it? Okay, so il fait combien? It's like, it does how much? Again, poor literal translation. This is not acceptable in English, so we're going to say how much is it. 75 euros, monsieur. 75 euros, sir. Hesitation. Et vous pouvez me dire le prix de ce stylo noir, and you can tell me the price of this black pen. You can, vous pouvez, formal, me tell the price of this black pen. Can you tell me the price of this black pen? Bien sûr, il fait 32 euros. Of course, it's like it's 32 euros. It does 32 euros. Il fait. Why am I using il fait? Il fait combien? This is this particular pen, it, but it's masculine. Le stylo, it's masculine, le. So we're going to say il, okay? It can be feminine or masculine in French. So we can say it does how much? How much is it? We can say c'est combien ou combien c'est. Of course it's correct, but I'm a tiny bit more specific. I'm talking about a very specific object here. So le stylo, ce stylo, it. Il fait combien? Il fait 32 euros. 32 euros. Et ce stylo bleu là, and this blue pen here, or there, It's not really that important in French, the here and there. We say ici, là. Well, not really making a big deal of, it's closer or further away. Tous ces stylos sont à 47 euros. So all these pens are at 47 euros. Alors, je vais prendre le bleu. So I'm going to take the blue one. Well, literally, I'm saying I'm going to take the blue. I can say the blue one. C'est pour offrir. So here is an interesting expression. C'est pour offrir. It's like, is it a gift? The literal translation is, it is for offering, or to offer. It is to offer. Pretty weird. So we're going to say, is it a gift? Okay. Yes, please. Oui, s'il vous plaît. And everything is formal. He doesn't know her, she doesn't know him. So let's keep it formal. Le vocabulaire, vocabulary, un stylo à plume et des cartouches bleues, noires, un stylo bille, un bic. Un stylo est pen, is a pen. Okay, un stylo à plume, fountain pen, cartridges, blue, black. Un stylo bille is a bullet pen, and a bic is a brand, so a regular, normal bic. I have a huge collection of different various pens, and I can tell you the bic is by far the best for me. So, un porte-mine. This is a mechanical pencil. Un crayon is a pencil. If I want to specify un crayon de couleur is a color pencil. Une gomme, an eraser. Du papier à lettres, des enveloppes. Papier à lettres is this kind of a paper later, old school. And envelopes. Be careful the double P. Un classeur is a binder. Un dossier folder. Des chemises sont de small folders. It's not, you cannot close them. I forgot it's some kind of a thin folder. Okay, so here we're talking about the infinitive. So beware of what they are saying in this chapter. They say if you have two verbs in a sentence next to one another, it means the second one will use the infinitive. It's not always true because we have a lot of tenses. A lot of tenses using two verbs, like the passé composé, plus que parfait, futur antérieur, etc. So we have a lot of like j'ai mangé. We have two verbs, I ate or I have eaten. And the second verb is not using an infinitive form, so just beware of that, okay? So here, they say if the first verb is conjugated, the second one is using an infinitive form. So be careful because it's not always true. So here, je voudrais voir, I would like to see. Je peux vous renseigner. Can I inform you? Can I help you? Vous voulez mettre combien? How much would you like to spend? Vous pouvez me dire, can you tell me? Je vais prendre, I'll have, I'm going to take. Vous pouvez répéter, can you repeat? Pour is for, or to, depending on the sentence. C'est pour offrir, it's a gift. C'est pour faire un cadeau, it's a gift as well. The literal translation means to make a gift. Okay? But I want to offer this object as a gift. Okay? C'est pour savoir, it is to know, but c'est pour savoir si vous êtes ouvert demain. I want to know, basically. I can say that. It's very common in French. So, imagine you are in a store, and they're like, c'est pourquoi? C'est pourquoi? They can ask you this question. What is it for? What do you need? What do you want? C'est pour savoir si vous êtes ouvert demain. Okay, let me move this. It is to know if you are open tomorrow. What it is for? Okay. C'est pourquoi? C'est pour savoir. I just want to know if you're open tomorrow, basically. Okay. So c'est pour. Manière de dire, the way is to say it. Vous pouvez me dire le prix de, can you tell me the price of? C'est combien? How much is it? Ça fait combien? So there is a difference between ça fait combien et c'est combien. It means the same, but we have a different meaning here. C'est combien is just for one object. Ça fait combien is total. You've bought 10 different objects. Total, how much is it for everything? Les cerises sont à combien? How much are the cherries? So the cherries are how much, basically. So how much are the cherries? Ce pantalon fait combien? How much is these pants? These pants, sorry. How much are these pants? Because in French, pants is singular. So we're going to say this pant is how much, but in English, we're going to say these pants are how much. How much are these pants? Quel est le prix de? What is the price of? Le vendeur demande généralement, vous voulez mettre combien? Il ne dit jamais, vous voulez dépenser combien? So in general, the vendor asked, how much would you like to put? And never says, how much would you like to spend? So this is just like politeness in business. Okay, you don't want to remind the person she's buying something, she's spending money. Okay, so you want to distract her in a very polite way. If you encounter different people using the verb to spend in French, it means they don't have the right training. Okay, so they're just a bit rude and impatient, and they don't really respect you. So if they realize that, they may try to apologize, or they try to distract you. But in general, in business, it's an open door for a lot of good people and very bad people as well. Ok, so numéro 2, c'est pour offrir, c'est pour faire un cadeau. It means the same. Okay, it's to give it's a gift, basically. Je peux vous renseigner, can I inform you? Ou je peux vous donner des informations, can I give you some information? Okay. Basically, in America, you're going to be like, well, can I help you? May I help you? Okay. Vrai ou faux, true or false, le client sait exactement combien il veut dépenser. The client knows exactly how much he wants to spend. C'est faux. Exactly, c'est about, environ. Le client n'aime pas le stylo à 75 euros. The client doesn't like the 75 euros pen. Well, he likes it, but it's too expensive. So we're gonna say, c'est vrai. Il décide d'acheter un stylo bleu. He decides to buy a blue pen. C'est vrai. Le client veut faire un cadeau. So this is a gift. The client wants to offer this pen as a gift. C'est vrai. Complété par un verbe utilisé dans le dialogue ci-contre. Vous voulez mettre. Vous voulez mettre combien? Just write it down. Hop. Vite. Vous voulez mettre combien? Je vais... I don't know what we want here. Je vais voir ou je vais... I don't know. Je vais voir, je vais acheter, I guess. I want to see. I'm going to see or I'm going to buy. Je peux vous aider. Je voudrais voir les stylos à plume, I'd like to see. Vous pouvez me dire le prix de ce porte-mine. Me dire. I believe this is another verb here. Je vais prendre. I'm gonna take that. Je vais prendre le classeur rouge. Choisissez la bonne réponse. Je voudrais du papier à lettres. L'enfant dessine avec un crayon de couleur. J'efface avec une gomme. Il me faut un porte-mine. Je mets les documents dans un dossier. So I would like some paper later. The child draws with a colored crayon or colored pencil. I erase with an eraser. I need a mechanical pen and I put my files or my documents in a folder. Okay. Now we need to link. Vous pouvez me dire le prix de ce stylo. Can you tell me the price of this pen? Le stylo fait combien? How much is this pen? How much is the pen? C'est combien? How much is it? Les enveloppes sont à combien? So à combien, we use this preposition because we have to be. To be at. Okay? Not a location, but we are talking about a price here. So the envelopes are, how much are the envelopes? So in French we say the envelopes are at how much. Doesn't make any sense in English. So how much are the envelopes? Ça fait combien? How much is this total? Quel est le prix de ce stylo? What is the price of this pen? And it's masculine, ce stylo, un stylo, quel, Q-U-E-L, masculine form. And we need to ask the price of the following articles. So we can say, hop, Quel est le prix? Like that. Quel est le prix de ce porte-mine? Okay. Quel est le prix de ce porte-mine? Il fait combien? We know we're talking about the stylo à plume. Il fait combien? Les crayons de couleur. Des crayons de couleur. Donc, ça, on a le pluriel. We have the plural. So, we're going to say... let's say we buy maybe a box or different colored pencils. So, we can say... no, I'm not going to use that. Les crayons de couleur sont à combien? Ok. Des chemises. Chemise is feminine and plural, so we're gonna say elles font combien? So I can adapt. Hein. I can use il, masculine singular, en féminine plural. Hein. Et quel est le prix du papier à lettres? Ok. So that's it. Next time, we're going to do passer une commande. Is to order something. Okay. So you all have a wonderful day. I hope I can make the following chapter before too long. We are currently Thursday and it's April 12th. Okay. So nous sommes le jeudi 12 avril 2018. This is what we say in French. Nous sommes le jeudi, no uppercase, 12 avril 2018. Passez une très bonne journée. À très bientôt. Au revoir.